Welcome into the Plex in Irmo, South Carolina, as we get ready to bring you another night of USCHL. It's a mouthful, but it's a lot of fun here. My name is Zach McKinstry. I'm not Dillon Clark. He's out helping the team, shooting a story right now, but he'll be back for the second game in the doubleheader today. Alongside me is Nick Harvey, his first time up here. How you doing, Nick?
I'm hanging in there, Zach. I'm actually really excited. My first look at college hockey in person here, so really excited to get this opportunity and really excited to see these guys play.
Always good to have new voices on the air for Capital City Sports Network as we get set for puck drop here between Team Hoey and Team Peters. That's the team in garnet versus the team in black. Obviously, you guys can't see that. A full radio broadcast tonight as our camera's still having some technical difficulties, but obviously we wanted to bring it to you live, so we're doing it via the radio here tonight. In the face-off circle is Noah Matty for Team Hoey as we get set for puck drop. Running clock here in the USCHL starting at 17 minutes. We're underway as Team Hoey wins the face-off draw. And the puck will bounce around the neutral zone. Before taking it in is Noah Matty. Dumps it into the corner behind the net. And Team Peters will take over. Puck loose, stolen back, and sent on net for Corsello. In net tonight for Team Peters is Trevor Corsello. On the other side is Trip Russell as down to the ground falls Robert Bayo, and it will be a tripping penalty, our first penalty of the game. And to this point, I believe only the second in the game so far.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting pace to this game. I know the referee's trying to set the tone early with that tripping call there. It's kind of a little bit of knee-to-knee contact, and you don't see that too often. You don't really often see a tripping call in a situation like that, but obviously a fortunate turn of events for the Garnet team.
And obviously, this South Carolina club hockey team is known for its physicality. We might not see as much of that in the USCHL as these guys, after all, will all be playing on the same team in January. Those that make the team, of course, as Team Peters takes over in their defensive end. This one off the boards, but can't be kept in. It might be a breakaway the other way, but instead, that's Spencer Burns taking control. Skates around in the defensive zone as Team Hoey resets with 1:30 left on the power play. This one back in towards Corsello, but scooped up by the D-man, sent in off the referee, and Team Hoey takes back over. Behind the net, sent across to a numberless man over there in the corner, and that one sent out over the stick of Burns and back down. Burns forechecked in the corner. A nice battle over there. Team Peters takes over and sends this one behind the net. Now Team Hoey will try and make another push here. A minute to go on the power play as they take control in the neutral zone. It's Owen Thomas on the puck as he skates it into the offensive zone for Team Hoey. Nice move. Can't hold on to the puck and loses it behind the net as Team Peters tries to clear in that far corner. Taking up the ice now. And into the offensive zone, off a defenseman, in now, and a quick shot on net short-handed, but Trip Russell makes the save. And that calms everything down.
Yeah, it got a lot quicker. I know I just stated that the pace was a little bit slow here to start out, but these two teams are getting right after it now. The Garnet team with a lot of energy coming into the offensive zone, just trying to keep that puck in the zone is being kind of hard to maintain so far. The Black team doing a great job on this penalty kill, sending the puck out.
A penalty kill which ended a little prematurely. Again, that running clock comes with a running power play. So it was winded down during the setup for the faceoff. Quick shot on net, but it won't get there as it was blocked by a defenseman. Coming in now is Team Peters up the middle, but losing the puck is Sean Reed as he sends it behind the net. And his teammate Ryan Shark will take over. Sends it across the way, but can't connect, and dumped out by Team Hoey. Beating the icing now is Connor Mullen as he will take control in the offensive zone. Good hustle play by him. That one in behind the net. and up around the boards. A little checking over there. Team Peters takes over, and they can't get it out. Now they do. As Ryan Feast tries to dump it back in, Team Peters takes over. A one-man show, or at least an attempt, by Ryan Sharkey, but he comes up empty. Now Team Hoey takes over through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Noah Matty on net, but blocked away by Corsello. Peters dumps this one down. Can't connect, but stolen back by Team Peters. They work in now. It's a 2-on-4. But somehow they hang on to the puck. What a move there, and a chance out in front. Still on the puck now is number 12, Dillon Greeley, excuse me. But a fantastic play to keep possession there.
Yeah, some quick moves there from Greeley. He's showing some great skill.
And in the games last week, we saw a little bit of the rust getting knocked off, as now a breakout opportunity in on goal, shooting, but off the net. That was Rob Lawrence, who just missed, had 8 points last season for the Gamecocks. And Team Peters will try and answer this way. Shot on net, blocked away, rebound out in front, but nobody's home and dumped back into the neutral zone. This one tipped in, no icing. As a race behind the net, Team Hoey will try and take over, but lose that battle. As the puck on Greeley's stick, now still in the zone, but taken away, and here comes Team Hoey. Coming up the ice now, Drew Rose, as he works this one into the corner. And in a battle with Parker West of Team Peters. As Team Hoey takes over again. On the puck in the offensive zone is Rob Lawrence. This one tries to get up to the top and over the stick of Captain Evan Hoey as that one exits the zone, and Team Peters will take the puck on the delayed offside. Working it up the ice now is Team Peters. Dumping it in is number 3, Parker West. That one in behind the net. And Evan Hoey sends that one up the boards. And Team Peters takes back over. 10:53 now to go in this first period. Nothing doing in the score column as a fight in the neutral zone results in a puck dumped in into the offensive zone of Team Peters. Nice play there on the forecheck to keep the puck in, but eventually it will come out. Now it's on the stick of Owen Thomas as he works up on the backhand. Can't get a good grip, sends it out in front. The puck is in. Goal. I don't know if it was Owen Thomas that got it. Might have gone off the pads of Corsello, but a good play by the man with 38 points last season.
Yeah, you know, it was a great breakout starting out from the red zone, or the garnet zone rather. And Owen Thomas with a lot of speed came in there, started that rush on his own, gets it into the offensive zone coast to coast there, and really just kind of threw a backhand towards the net that Corsello couldn't get on top of, and it slid right in behind him.
Great play there by Owen Thomas, and he was a breakout star last season on the team that was the most successful team in club history, earning a ticket to nationals, as this one is attempted to dump on net. Missed wide as down to the ice went Connor Mullen. The puck still in Team Hoey's offensive zone as Team Peters now takes over, gets it out, and here comes a 2-on-2 opportunity. Nice move into the zone. Shot, no, just goes wide. Couldn't get a grip on it. Was Sharp. Team Hoey takes over, gets it out of their zone, and up goes Connor Mullen as he tries to take control now. But it will be Team Peters who get to that puck. It will stay in their defensive zone, but they will retain possession. Bad turnover there as now Mullen takes over and works in. Nice poke check, and now Team Peters takes back over, and rushing up the ice into their offensive zone is Nick Peters, but that one off his stick. Team Hoey takes back over. This one into the neutral zone, but bounces over the stick of Dillon Greeley into that far corner. Team Peters takes over and works it up now. Long pass off the skate of Greeley, and that one sent into their offensive zone. Dumped back behind the net. As now Ian Powderly tries to get it out and does. And Team Hoey takes back over. A lot more crisp play here than what we saw in the last couple weeks, as now Team Peters tries to work something into the zone, but comes up empty. And a strong play on the forecheck there by Sam Smith to keep that puck in. 8 minutes and counting now in this first period, as Team Hoey leads 1-0 here early on. Puck tipped away from Powderly, and retrieving it in his defensive zone is Spencer Burns. As Team Hoey tries to exit the zone, they can't. Nice pickpocket there, and Team Peters' chance on net off of Trip Russell, and a run-in with the goalie. They're going to say no goal. It is a man without a number again. We'll get that name to you shortly. And Trip Russell goes down. The puck enters the net, and the referee waves no goal.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pressure here so far from Team Peters. They've been extremely crisp. I think out of the two teams so far, they've moved the puck extremely well. Getting into the zone and keeping the pucks in the offensive zone and then moving it out of the defensive zone. Their breakouts have been great. Keeping the puck in the offensive zone and firing shots in on Trip Russell. I think Team Peters so far has the advantage in this game.
They've been playing much better than last week. Last week, knocking the rust off. We saw Liam Gormley in net for Team Hoey, and they suffered a 7-1 loss. A different storyline here, only 1-0 to this point. But Team Peters is trying to change that. Puck into the neutral zone, flipped over everybody's head and in behind the net. To be recovered by Captain Evan Hoey. This one up the ice, but retrieved in the neutral zone and sent back in, delayed offside. Team Hoey takes over, sends it up the right side, and dumped in by Drew Rose. As the black team takes back over. It's Michael Curran on the puck now, but loses it back into the offensive zone. Rushing in is a nice move there by Team Hoey. The puck still in the offensive zone. A hit to the back of Drew Rose, but it will go for naught. Team Peters takes back over in their defensive zone. A full line change here as Team Peters tries to work it up the ice. Nice 1-2 passing there as they work it into the zone fast. Nice defensive play to knock Matt Owen off the puck. And Team Hoey takes back over. Up the left side is Noah Matty as he works it in single-handedly, gets it into the zone. And now a whistle, a stoppage, and I believe an offsides.
Yeah, they came with the offsides call. It was a little late. The puck was already about halfway into the offensive zone there for Team Hoey rather. Not really sure where that call came from. Again, it was a little bit behind the play, but obviously the linesman can see it better than we can, so we'll give them the call.
Starting to see the pace pick up a little more action on both ends. As referee's hand up in the air no longer as Team Peters takes over, working it up the left side. This one out in front, sent out across in front of the net, but nobody's home. As Spencer Burns checks up against the boards and wins the puck. Now here comes Team Hoey into their offensive zone. Shot out in front, but can't connect with Noah Matty, and that one just misses. Team Hoey hangs on to the puck, sent across to Ian Powderly as he works up the right side. Looks for someone behind him, but no one is there. And rushing in is Team Peters trying to make a play. Nice defensive stand by Ryan Feast. Team Hoey takes over in their defensive zone as they reset, and we see some substitutions. And up comes the ice on the puck. It's Spencer Burns. Now Luke Rudman takes over for Team Peters as they work it out of their zone into the neutral zone. A broken stick, and Team Peters 2-on-1. Here's a chance. This one sent across, but to the wrong color sweater as a good opportunity goes awry.
Yeah, Sam Smith was on the back end coming up the high slot there as they entered the zone. And on that rush there, obviously there was a 2-on-1, really more so a 3-on-1. He was looking for Sam Smith at the high slot and just a little bit too far in front of him. The defender was able to get it out. But again, Team Black with a nice chance there. They just got to be able to capitalize once they get in the zone. They've had plenty of chances early on in this game.
Yeah, and that's one that you're going to be kicking yourself after the game as that was a golden opportunity to tie this one back up. Team Peters tied last week in their game 1-1. An offensive game all the way through. Can't say the same for Team Hoey, as I mentioned earlier, losing 7-1. As Team Peters takes back over, chance on net, shot off the pipe. The pipe is Trip Russell's best friend there, as that one was inches from going in. Threat not over yet, though, as Team Peters still has the puck in their offensive zone. Chance out in front of the blue line. Shot is blocked before it gets to the net, and Team Peters takes back over, this time in the neutral zone. It's Luke Rudman who dumps this one in, but behind the red line, it'll be an icing, and the puck will go down the other way.
Well, another questionable whistle from the two referees there. I was pretty confident that puck had gotten over the center line before he dumped it into the offensive zone, but again, they can see it better from ice level than we can, Zach, so I'm not going to question it any more than I have to, but just 2:15 left here, and again, Team Peters trying to find the back of the net. They've had some golden opportunities, but Trip Russell, again, like you mentioned, using the post to his advantage there, that's going to be his best friend throughout the night.
He's gotten a couple breaks so far, as a puck went in behind him earlier, but after he had a run-in with one of the members of Team Peters, so due to the goalie interference, it was waved off, no goal. And that's where we stand, as the score is 1-0 in favor of Team Hoey. A minute 40 now and running, as Team Hoey has it in their offensive zone. Chance on net. Another shot. Noah Matty, a deflection out in front, but hung on to by Corsello, and he will ice the puck.
Well, Owen Thomas with a great effort keeping that puck in the zone on the far side wall there, putting it back in deep, then another chance right behind him there for Team Peters. They're coming with for Team Hoey with back-to-back chances there.
Team Hoey wins the faceoff in their offensive zone, and they take over. A check behind the boards, but hung on to as they control in the near corner. Trying to connect out in front to Matty, won't go. And another pass, this one behind the net. It'll be taken over by Team Peters, sent up, but not out. Noah Matty takes back over. Peters steals it from him, and Hoey will have to exit the zone. 50 seconds to go here in period number 1, as Sean Reed chops this one up for Team Peters. Not fully out, as this one will now exit the zone. And up comes Team Black again. Chance out in front. The pass can't connect cleanly. And another chance out in front. This time it was Ryan Shark who was alone with a goalie. If the pass connected, it did not. And so nothing will happen for Team Peters. Final 15 now of period number 1, as Team Hoey tries to get one last chance before the buzzer. This one sent behind the net into the corner. Pressing is Joe Collega, but they will hold on to the puck. And that will wrap up period number 1. So at the end of 1, Team Hoey is out in front on the Owen Thomas goal. They lead 1-0 as we head to period number 2. We will be right back after this short intermission on the Capital City Sports Network. Welcome back in as we get set to start period 2 here of USCHL play. It's Team Hoey versus Team Peters, and Team Hoey out to a 1-0 start. I'm Zach McKinstry. With me is Nick Harvey. And what did you see in period one, Nick?
There was definitely a better pace towards the end of that first period. I think, again, Team Peters definitely had their fair share of chances coming into the offensive zone. They just couldn't capitalize and get one past Trip Russell. However, Team Hoey obviously found the back of the net. Owen Thomas with a backhander that slipped right through the legs of Trevor Corsello. And at the start of the second period, you're expecting Team Peters, I think, to come out with a lot more offensive push.
We will see as Team Hoey wins the face-off yet again, but Team Peters will try and take over in the neutral zone. Sent back out to Evan Hoey as he will hold the puck and send it back to the neutral zone. Connects, and Team Hoey enters. Shot out on goal, out of the glove of Trevor Corsello, but out of danger as Team Peters takes over and works up the right side now. Collega tries to send it across, but a turnover there as Team Peters now has it in the offensive zone. Taken back by Team Hoey and sent back in. As Team Peters, nice move there, shot on net, but saved by the pad of Trip Russell on that other end. And a quick start out the gate for Team Peters as this one's sent out in front but won't connect. Collega tries to clear. Pinching in is Avery Pruden. And now the puck will exit the zone as down to the ice goes number 12, Dylan Greeley, and up goes the official's hand. It will be an icing.
Yeah, you know, like you mentioned, Zach, definitely a lot of pressure from Team Peters. Like I had expected, they came out and threw a couple quick shots on net. Now it's just a matter of getting better plays set up here to find the back of the net. Because Trip Russell, playing last year, obviously was a stellar goaltender for the Gamecocks. It's going to be hard to beat him.
It was a great situation for the Gamecocks last year as my story is interrupted by an odd man rush by the red team. This one sent out in front, but again can't connect, and that chance goes awry. Puck sent down and taken over by Spencer Burns. What I was going to say is the goalie play was absolutely spectacular last year with Liam Gormley and Trip Russell in net. Two very good goalies that could absolutely either one could start. This chance out in front, a goal. Great shot there. I believe it's number 12, Connor Mullen, who finished that one home as that puck squeaked out in front of him. Perfect spot and a perfect finish.
Yeah, Mullen just in the right place at the right time there. I believe it was an initial shot that came off of the pad of Corsello, and it came right up to the top of the key there on the near side. And just a beautiful shot. Really easy for Connor Mullen. That's kind of textbook there for him to fire that one in low. He didn't even have to get that one off the air to beat the goaltender.
Well, I really don't have time to tell stories on the air anymore as that one was interrupted. But oh well. Exciting play. Great finish by Connor Mullen, and it puts Team Hoey up 2-0. As now a whistle, it looks like it's going to be interference. And we will have our second power play of the game.
That must have been on the back end of the play there. So I was watching more of the puck movement, but going to the box, I believe that's Connor Mullen. Possibly, actually, that's Shane Wenzel going to the box for interference again. I didn't see what happened, but obviously the referee on the far side of the ice caught it. So a running clock, you know, there's not going to be as much power play time as you'd normally get, but Team Peters with a prime opportunity here.
Trying to get back into the game is Team Peters as they will have the 2-minute power play not put up on the scoreboard yet. But it is there, we can assure you, as this one is sent down. Corsello will take behind the net. On the forecheck is one of the members of Team Hoey, but they won't get there, and Team Peters enters into their offensive zone. Nice move there. Chance out in front off the pad of Trip Russell. Good positioning by the goaltender. As taking it behind the ice now. Chance out in front again off the pad. Strange angle shot there, but shut down by Trip Russell. Now here comes Team Hoey shorthanded. Chance out in front on the backhand. Good play as that one was poked away by Nick Peters. Scramble in the corner. Nick Peters' team will take over as this one is sent down the ice and they try to continue this power play. This puck dropped off into the middle. Can't exit the zone as now number 4, Avery Pruden, takes it on the blue line. Walks it down the ice behind the net, but loses it after the good stick from Joe Collega, and he'll send this one down the ice. Another possible shorthanded opportunity as down by himself is Robert Bayo in our near corner. This one tried to be sent across, but shut down. Great play by Nick Peters to hold that one in. And the danger is out. 12:55 to play in period number 2. Team Hoey leads 2-0 as Nick Peters takes it behind his own net and sends it up now. As the black team enters into the offensive zone, chance on net. This one goes just wide, but hung on to by Sean Reed. Another puck sent out in front, nobody home. Can't connect as it goes all the way down. Sean Reed slams his stick. Porcello sends it back. And Team Peters resets. Nice move there, entering into the zone. Shot on net, but off of Trip Russell's stand-up save there. Another follow-up shot. This one saved by Trip Russell. Puck out in front, but couldn't be hung on to, as this one again is sent towards the net. Collega hangs onto it now, and Team Hoey takes over. But some A-plus chances for Team Peters here. That power play is over. Didn't really get to see it count down on the scoreboard, but that's okay, as flying into the boards is one of the members of Team Peters, and he will not play it on the seat of his pants on the ice, as now Team Peters takes back over, enters into the zone. Nice move there, but can't get a shot on net. Recovered by Luke Rudman as he hangs on to it and tries to dump it behind the net. Cut off by Collega, followed up by a cutoff by Rudman. Puck still out in front, and a shot on Trip Russell. Did he save it? He did. Got his glove up there, and the puck dropped down, and he hung on to it as there was a little skirmish out in front, all friendly, of course. And Luke Rudman gets a wash.
Yeah, just having some fun there. But Trip Russell, again, I got to bring him into the conversation. He's been stellar here through almost to the halfway point, really, of this second period, and he's been absolutely phenomenal. Some grade A chances, again, for Team Peters there, but Russell shutting him down hard.
It's good to see him back on his game. As we mentioned last week, the last game he played of last season had 35 saves against 37 shots in a tough loss in the SEC tournament. But it's good to see that he is right back where he left off, and a good start for Russell. Team Hoey takes over now as they enter into the zone. It wasn't clean, but it will count. This shot on net just goes wide by Owen Thomas, and he'll take back over now. Far corner loses possession. Team Peters takes over. Owen Thomas takes it right back. This one in the far right corner now, sent out in front, but nobody home all the way back down the ice for Trip Russell to receive. It'll be Ian Powderly as he skates behind the net. This one sent up and taken by Team Hoey. They enter into the offensive zone again. Nice toe drag there, hung on to. Nice play by Owen Thomas, and it is sent in. Team Hoey keeps possession as the forecheck from Powderly finally gets away from him. Team Peters takes over, and up the ice it goes. Some quality chances here from Team Hoey as they are already out to a 2-0 lead. Goals from Owen Thomas and Connor Mullen. As Team Peters has the puck in the offensive zone now. Some checking up against the board from Powderly as now they work it in, and a chance out in front, but a nice stick lift disallows that shot chance. Here comes Team Hoey up the ice. It's a 2-on-1. The puck sent into the skates. Follow up by Owen Thomas, but he missed on the backhand. This one up the boards, taken now. Again, Team Peters, it's Sam Smith working up the left side. He tries to center this one, and it will exit the zone off of a stick. The black team will try again. Work, chance on net, and it is sent right into the chest of Trip Russell. He makes another save, and standing tall is the man with the flow.
Yeah, Team Peters with some more chances there, but I got to credit Team Hoey as a whole, coming back with their own response in the offensive zone. A lot of grade A chances for both teams here in the second period so far. There's been a good flow to the second period.
Owen Thomas starting to turn it on as well for Team Hoey. Had 38 points last season, 19 goals, 19 assists, and was an absolute firecracker for this club hockey team. Team Peters takes it over. A nice pass across the neutral zone as they work it into their zone. This chance out in front and off the pads of Trip Russell and back out. He makes another save. And again, it's Dylan Greeley with a shot on net. This time another shot right into the pads of Russell, and it seems like Team Peters just can't get behind him. Another chance out in front, but it is taken away by Team Hoey behind the net. and they will try and reset after some more offensive opportunities. This one dumped in, and there will be at least one change, as coming off the ice is Robert Bayo. 7:40 remaining here in period number 2. Team Hoey on top 2-0, as the man that leads Team Hoey, Evan Hoey, sends this puck into the neutral zone. And it is dumped back in by Noah Maddie. Michael Curran takes over and sends this one to Ian Powderly in the other sweater, as Powderly loses possession, and up comes Greeley on the right wing. Pulls back, has a man at the blue line, and he'll send it to him, as walking the blue line is Nick Peters. No, he'll send it back down into Greeley's corner. Dylan Greeley sends it back to Nick Peters, as a member of Team Hoey falls down to the ice. That's, I don't know, we'll have to see. No number on the back of that sweater.
Some grade A puck movement there.
And now Team Hoey an opportunity. 2-on-1, shot on net, and Noah Maddie on the follow. It won't go. I don't know if Corsello got a piece of it or if Maddie had just missed, but had an open net and another opportunity gone awry. Again, another chance on the breakout for Team Hoey, but again, the pass doesn't connect. A common theme that we have begun to see, as Nick Peters has the puck behind the net and chips it up the left side, and Team Peters exits the zone. Up the left side is Matt Owen, and he is checked there by Spencer Burns. Far left corner, a scramble for the puck. Team Peters comes up with it. A nice cutback, but blowing a tire is one of the members of Team Peters. Shot chance out in front, but it won't go, and Team Hoey takes over. Up the left side now is Team Hoey. It's number 9. That's Owen Thomas. He sends it on net. Corsello blocks it. Team Peters tries to clear, but they will not. It's Rob Lawrence on the puck now, and he will lose possession, but take it right back in the neutral zone. Now it's Team Peters again, up the right side, working it into the middle. Shot on net, right into the chest of Trip Russell, and we can all take a breath.
Yeah, with just 5.5 minutes remaining, it catches me off guard each time I look at the clock because of it being a running clock, to see how little time we have in each period here. But again, I think Team Peters is finding more chances overall in this game as a whole, but they're not finding the back of the net. Trip Russell is stellar between the pipes.
This one on the blue line, another shot and another gloved puck by Trip Russell. So again, we will have a face-off in the Team Peters offensive zone.
Yeah, the puck movement has been extremely well, I think, for Team Peters and Team Hoey throughout the first period. The second period's been a little bit more sloppy, if you will.
Team Peters takes over. They win the offensive zone face-off. This puck taken around the back of the net, but now up to the blue line, sent across, and finally connects with Sean Reed, who sends it back around the goal. This one taken by Team Hoey, but can't get out of the zone as Team Peters takes back over now. Swarming this puck as Spencer Burns gets to it and tries to clear. He'll get it as far as Connor Mullen. As Mullen takes over and chips this one, it will finally escape that zone. Here comes Team Hoey again, a 3-on-2, chance on net, shot, and saved by Corsello into the netting above the glass, as a big save from Trevor Corsello keeps this game at 2-0.
Yeah, beautiful centering pass at the top of the slot there, and that was Rob Lawrence who threw that shot on net, and a big save, like you said, from Corsello. But now Team Hoey finding their way into the offensive zone comfortably with a lot of good chances here, and Corsello is going to have to be big for Team Peters.
And that was one of the first times all night we've seen an odd man rush pass connect, as we've seen a couple of those chances right in front of us that have just been spoiled. But a good save by Corsello there. So 3:30 remain in this second period as Team Peters tries to get on the board for the first time here tonight. But Team Hoey will try and clear the zone. They will fail as it is taken by Avery Pruden and dumped back in. Noah Maddie hangs onto it, chips it out of the zone. Peters has it and sends it back in. Noah Maddie back on the puck now. Behind the net And back to Noah Matty as he will work it up the left side, our near side, from right to left. Dumps this into the left corner and taken by Corsello, who will dump it off to Nick Peters, who loses possession. But the captain eventually gets it right back. And now a scramble to try and get this puck in the Peters defensive zone. A high stick there, just a tad noticeable by Joe Collega as he smacks that one out of the sky, and we reset.
Yeah, made it just a little bit obvious that he was going to play that puck with a high stick. I think that was one that we could agree with the referees was an easy call to make, as these two teams will reset here near center ice. But again, Team Peters has had some good chances. There was really a lot of neutral zone play in that last series of play between these two teams.
Yeah, it would have been funny if Collega tried to sell that to the referee, who was standing right there, as this shot on net is deflected off a leg of Spencer Burns and sent into the netting. So it will not get to Trip Russell. And nothing has got behind him to this point.
Yeah, some great defensive efforts I've noticed so far in this game. Obviously, a lot of the odd man chances with some missed passes, but when the defensemen have to stand in to make a play, they've been big.
Team Peters takes control, but now it's Spencer Burns as he sends this one up the boards behind the net. And now it's Ian Powderly who takes over in the near right corner. This one chipped over everybody's head as it will be sent back down. And Burns will take it in his own zone. Long pass all the way up and chipped in as Corsello will take it behind his net, dump it off to one of his teammates, and it will get all the way down as Team Peters has a chance here. Another 3-on-2 as they try to split up. This chance out in front, but no shot is taken. And Team Hoey takes back over. They try to answer the other way as here they come into the offensive zone. Nice move by Owen Thomas, but taken away, and Team Peters dumps it into the neutral zone. Thomas thinks about a line change, but sees the puck come right to him, so avoids coming off that bench, and he wins offensive possession. This one's still in the offensive zone as Team Hoey takes it, tries to get it up to the blue line, but intercepted by Ryan Sharkey. Another odd man rush as this shot on net is saved by Trip Russell, and it seems like a lot of those shots are finding him right in his chest.
Well, I'll say that 3-on-2 opportunity that came for Team Peters was probably one of the better chances in this game total so far. But I will say that I believe it was Dylan Greeley ran in and kind of crashed into the middle and kind of disrupted that pass from his own teammate.
So that's how period 2 will end as the clock runs out before they can drop that offensive zone faceoff for Team Peters. And Team Hoey add another. They lead 2-0 as we head to the third and final period of the first game here in the USCHL. We will be right back here on Capital City Sports Network after this quick break. Welcome back for period 3 here at the Plex as Team Hoey taking on Team Peters in the first game of the doubleheader today. Team Peters wins the face-off to start this third period and sent in on net. It's a goal. That one in. A quick start to this third period. Less than 15 seconds in, I believe it is Ryan Shark who knocks that one in on a beautiful pass out in front.
Yeah, finally, finally Team Black finds the back of the net. Team Peters finds the back of the net. For Trip Russell, it was kind of an awkward goal the way it happened, so I hate it for him because he's had a really good game so far.
Yeah, very fast developing there. We haven't really seen a lot of action out of the gate of periods yet to this point. Team Peters another chance on net. This one, Trip Russell corrals. And less than a minute into period number 3, Trip Russell has allowed a goal and made a tough save.
Trip Russell handling his workload really well. A lot of shots hitting him in the chest tonight. He's finding himself in a good position to make those saves.
So this third period is only 12 minutes with the running clock, as I assume the time on the ice is dwindling down. They got to get game 2 in, as Team Peters again takes over in their offensive zone, and something has got into them offensively as they have started this third period. Now it's Team Hoey's turn, as taking it the other way is Robert Bayo. He'll pull up there in the right corner, but taken over now and sent up the ice by Team Peters. Into the neutral zone is number 8, Luke Rudman, as he works it up the right side and dumps it back off to teammate Greeley, who plays it off the boards to himself into that corner. A shoving match as Joe Collega tries to take over. It's Greeley, wraparound chance. This one gets underneath Trip Russell. He falls on it. No goal, as Trip Russell somehow found a way to keep that puck out. It squeaked underneath his pad, but it did not cross that red line.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Dillon Greeley there, a prime chance. And it actually, I thought it had gotten through the legs of Trip Russell. The way he reacted, that puck got cleanly between the 5-hole there on the wraparound chance. But again, Russell found a way to get on top of it and stop play here.
And that was a play that Dillon Greeley worked really hard for. Worked it up the right side and then won the puck back after losing it to earn that wraparound opportunity. But somehow Russell keeps it out. Team Hoey works up the ice now. It's Noah Matty as he pulls the puck back on the left side, sends it into the middle, and it gets all the way across to Owen Thomas, who slaps it home. What a goal there, as the puck ends up in the perfect spot for OT, and they lead now 3-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was that was in the center of that rush, but it kind of went off of it deflected off of his stick, and then Owen Thomas, it's just easy for him to bat it as it hit the ice. Really a one-timer goal there for him, and just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, great goal there from Owen Thomas, his second of the game, on a play set up by Noah Matty, who worked it into the offensive zone, pulled up, and got that pass across before it was deflected towards Thomas's stick. So answering the other way is Team Peters as they try and get a chance on net, but the shot goes wide. Burns loses the puck, so Peters takes back over in the offensive zone. Shot on net. The puck bounced out in front, but diving on it is Trip Russell, and the whistle is blown.
Well, and a good reactive save from Trip Russell, and an even better second effort there to get on top of the puck, not give away any rebounds, especially getting into the late stages of this game. You don't want to give any sort of momentum shift back to Team Peters here.
And this has been a much more exciting period other than the first two. Not to say the other two weren't exciting, but this one has been back and forth out of the gate, as 8 minutes left here in this third period as Team Hoey tries to work it up. It is Rob Lawrence as he enters the zone and sends it behind the net to be taken back over by Team Peters. They will lose the puck. A bad play there, as now Team Hoey takes back over in their offensive zone, and a pinch by Rob Lawrence intercepts that puck. He takes over in the middle of the ice, but can't hang on as Powderly tries to pick him up. The puck still dancing around in Team Hoey's zone, but Team Peters will finally get it out and send it down. Rob Lawrence takes it in his defensive zone, taken back over now by Team Peters. Pass out in front, but no one can get a stick on it, as now it's to the blue line. Slap shot from the blue line goes wide. Again, it's Team Peters, and this time it's John Foray. Puck still in the offensive zone of Team Peters as now Owen Thomas tries to make a rush. Developing 3-on-2, but Thomas loses the puck, tries to win it back in that near right corner, and eventually will after a bit of a scramble and a stick on the ice. Now Team Peters will chip it over everybody's head. Evan Hoey tries to chase it down, but there will be no icing as Trip Russell plays the puck. 6:30 to go in period number 3. This one just misses the stick of Ben Smith and goes to the other side for an icing.
Well, Hoey tried a good stretch pass there. It was a nice look. He had the wing on the the near side wall here going into the offensive zone, but he was more towards center ice there and couldn't get across to the near line to make a play out of that and just at least avoid the icing, but icing was called and it brings right back in.
6 minutes and counting as we are ready for this face-off in Team Peters' zone. They will win it and hang on to it up top. Working down now is Ryan Shark, the man with a goal for Team Peters. It's now Avery Pruden. As there's some checking on that puck, but it's back to Ryan Shark as he dumps this one back in. Ben Smith takes over, plays it between his legs, and gets it back to him. Now it's Joe Collega up the left side who dumps it in, but offsides is Connor Mullen.
Yeah, good call there. A good rush coming the other way, but you can't get that extra step. I know there was a little bit of trigger happiness in the skates there to get over the blue line before the puck crossed, and that's textbook for the linesman there to get that offsides call. Down to the last 5 minutes of the third period here.
As Team Hoey can't win this puck, it's Team Peters working into their offensive zone. Behind the puck is Luke Rudman as he throws a reverse hit behind the net, and Team Peters still has it in their zone. Chopped away now and up the ice off the stick of Michael Peak, who's wearing number 3. I've been calling him Joe Collega all game, but Peak is replacing Joe Collega here tonight. Hard to tell him on the ice without the blonde flow under the helmet. Got a haircut before the season.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're Team Peters here, you want to kind of have a little bit of a sense of urgency during these whistles because there's a limited time as it's running clock. These guys have got to get a quick shot, some more shots on net.
As Nick Peters of Team Peters sends it in, and now Greeley chance on net. This one off the shoulder of Trip Russell and back out. Good save there by the goaltender as now this puck sent in. Chance on net on the backhand, but skied too high and over everything. So everything is calm for at least another second.
Beautiful opportunity set up by Nick Peters there, and an even better backhand shot, just a little bit too high. He found the netting up top, but not the netting down low, and that's really where you want to have it there with the last 3.5 minutes trickling off the clock as the faceoff's actually going to come outside of the offensive zone, I guess because the shot did come from a Team Black player untouched.
As Team Hoey wins this one, it's Ian Powderly on the left side to send it into the neutral zone. And there'll be Luke Rudman to take back over, send it down to Powderly as he will reset. 3:14 to go here. Greeley intercepts, works it down low, but it looks like Chris Kreider cannot find the puck, but eventually will be on it now as he works in. This one off the mask of Trip Russell. That one hit him up high, and the mask is off.
What a name there, Chris Kreider. Just a little bit different spelling, but you can't help but notice that whenever you said it caught me off guard, looking back down at the name here on our sheet, that we got a Chris Kreider on the ice. Hopefully he'll be big for the Gamecocks this season.
Yeah, a heavy shot there as well as that one hit Russell up high. Perhaps busted a strap in his helmet. And he shook his flow and the helmet fell off to stop play. The clock still running, however, so a bonus for Team Hoey as they lead 3-1 here. And 2:20 on the clock as Russell resets his helmet and we reset play. Face off in the Team Peters zone. It's won by Team Peters as now Chris Kreider on the puck again. Sends this one behind to teammate Matt Owen, who sends it around the net, circles back to the blue line. drops it back off, and Team Peters still with possession. Nice passing here. Fanned on a shot there, but nobody home, and now cleared by Team Hoey. Sean Reed takes over in his defensive zone. There's not a goalie in sight for Team Peters as they have the extra man. 1:45 to go. Taken over now by Michael Peak, who enters into the zone, sends it towards the net, but cut off before it reaches it. This one all the way down, and a chance now for Team Peters as this one, nice move, pass across, but too far as this one now tipped back under the pads of Trip Russell, and Team Peters picks up their second goal.
A beautiful play there. Actually, it was kind of a give and go, but the man down in front was able to find it on the backhand and put it between the legs of Trip Russell. I don't even think Russell knew that the puck was in possession of Team Peters down in front of the net.
It's Luke Peters who sent that one home as he did his gator chop heading back towards the Team Peters bench. 1:21 to go. The clock is stopped, so I guess maybe we'll play the final 1:21 with actual hockey rules. Who knows? But a tight one here as back in net is Corsello. 3-2 in favor of Team Hoey, but it has been the majority Team Peters for a big chunk of the game. And Captain Evan Hoey sends this one over the glass without a deflection. It's going to be a penalty as the members of Team Peters push him, help him to the penalty box. That's Luke Rudman. The nice escort there. So 1:12 now. Clock has stopped. Team Peters trails 3-2. They'll have a power play the rest of the way, and they will sub out the goalie as well. So a 6-on-4 here in favor of Team Peters. 1:12 to go, down by 1, leading to an exciting ending as this face-off one shot on net, but Trip Russell comes up with it as he kicks the post and sends the goal off its bearings.
Well, a costly penalty there from the team captain of Team Hoey, putting it out of play. I mean, obviously it was kind of a textbook thing there to try to clear the zone, but you got to be careful how high you lift that puck.
The clock's still not running. Now it is. 1 minute to go here as Team Peters has the puck in their offensive zone. This one shot down but wide off the net, and Peters sends this one from the blue line, deflected, but Trip Russell got his glove on it and kept it out. Peters still on the puck. The puck, nice play by Nick Peters, but he cannot keep it out, to the shouts from Team Hoey, and all of a sudden it's a lot more exciting here in the USCHL. 35 to go and counting. Team Peters has it behind the Team Hoey goal. This one sent out in front off the side of the net and into the glove of Trip Russell, as flying into the net is one of the members of Team Peters.
Well, I think Team Peters is looking for a cross-checking call behind that play. Obviously, just some exhibition games here, so you're not going to see much from that, but a little bit of an extra shove behind the play after that whistle blew. The Trip Russell coming up big with that snag of the glove.
Unbelievable reaction from Trip Russell as that puck was deflected, a bit of a changeup as it flew through the air and tipped off his glove. This chance out in front. Tried to wrap around, but Russell keeps it out and sent all the way down as Team Peters will have to reset. No, it's an icing. Team Hoey arguing it's not an icing.
They're going to have to send that face-off back because Hoey's still in the box. Still a man advantage for Team Peters. They're going to have to take that face-off at least to center ice.
Yeah, that's what they will do, as you can't blame the officials much. There's no power play number on the board. But still a 6-on-4. Final 19 to go here. Team Peters takes over, enters into the offensive zone. Working down on the backhand, sent in, but blocked away. 10 seconds now. Team Peters still has it. Blue line shot. This one scrambled for, and it will be Owen Thomas taking over, trying to hold that puck in the corner. And eventually Michael Peak will hang on to it, and that's how this game will wrap up. An exciting ending results in the first Team Hoey win of the USCHL. They take this one by a score of 3-2.
Well, all in good fun here, and it was an enjoyable game all the way through. Some great chances both ways, and it gives you hope for this January season that's coming up for the Gamecocks, that they're going to have a lot of talent. Obviously, Owen Thomas, a big name that stood out to me in this scrimmage here, but also big credit to Trip Russell. He only gave up 2 goals, and the first goal really would be one that if you're him, you're kicking yourself and you want that one back. But other than that, I think both of these squads played extremely well. Obviously, Team Hoey finding the back of the net far more often, but Team Peters had some great chances as well. So you have to give credit to both teams in this effort here tonight.
Yeah, good to have some exciting hockey back here in the Plex, even if it is without fans. As that wraps up game number 1 of the doubleheader, we will be back for the B and C team here in game number 2. Dillon Clark will be on the call, and they'll cut the ice. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening. I'm Zach McKinstry. He's Nick Harvey.
Welcome back to the Capital City Sports Network. We are just a few moments away from the start of the second game here. Team Egan against Cam Mecca. Dillon Clark back with you alongside Zach McKinstry. You'll hear more from Nick Harvey in the second period. But right now, Zach, you got to see a heck of a lot more of that first game than I did. What did you think if we boil it down?
Well, it was really exciting, Dylan. A lot fast-paced, a lot more fast-paced than it was last week. A 3-2 finish and a lot of excitement. Even the team started getting into it once it started getting into crunch time, as it was a 6-on-4 down 1 to close that game out. A lot of excitement, a lot of strong play. Saw goals, 2 of them from Owen Thomas, who had 38 points last year, as well as a goal from Connor Mullen, his first of the year. Luke Rudman had 1 as well. So a lot of offensive play, Dylan.
A lot more of an entertaining back and forth game than we saw last week. Was just kind of the feeling out process like we talked about a lot. Everybody's just trying to get their feet back under them. Nobody knows who they're playing with. There were mismatched jerseys and all that. Nobody knew who was who. It was kind of chaos. Had a 7-1 game. Team Hoey took down Team Peters, I believe. No, Team Hoey took down, I've got it flipped. Team Hoey lost 7-1 to Team Egan. There we go. Finally got it. Cam Mecca's team and Nick Peters' team tied 1-1. So we had a lopsided game and then a kind of a defensive stalemate. So far this evening, we've had a 3-2 win. Team Hoey gets its first win over Team Peters. And as we await the start of Team Egan versus Team Mecca, well, we'll see how the rest of it shakes out. Trip Russell starts in goal for Team Mecca, wearing the gray uniforms tonight with the USCHL crest on the front. Team Egan in the whites, and to the best of our knowledge, the teams will maintain their jerseys. So the ones they're wearing tonight will be the ones they wear for the rest of the season, or so we hope, because if they start changing colors, that's going to make life a lot more difficult for us and just very confusing for everyone. So we'll hope they stick with their jerseys that they're wearing tonight. Trip Russell in goal for Team Mecca, wearing the grays tonight. Like I said, he was the goaltender for one of the teams in the previous game. Liam Gormley unable to attend. Down on the other end of the ice, to our right, Eris Papathanasiou between the pipes for Team Egan. Always interesting to see the new goaltenders come to town, and goaltending has just become kind of a polarizing position here at the University of South Carolina because, again, 2 years ago, the goaltending search was wide and it was frantic. And now, over the last few seasons, especially last year, we had tons of goaltending prospects come through this school, and the talent pool seems to be quite a lot deeper than it was when Zach and I arrived at the university 4 years ago. The returning players for Team Egan, Colin Burke wearing the number 2 tonight, Tyler Oakley wearing the number 3, 7 goals, 11 assists for 18 points last season, scored the empty net goal against Ole Miss in regionals that kind of punched South Carolina's ticket to nationals. Well, we all know that didn't happen. Michael Peak, Ronan Egan, Julian Reese, the other returners for Team Egan. Jack Ahlstrom was a practice player last year. Dom Centracchio was a regular 2 seasons ago. Team Mecca moving left to right to start this game. Trip Russell down to our left. Eris Papathanasiou between the pipes to our right. We are underway. Team Gray versus Team White. Cam Mecca against Ronan Egan. And we are off and rolling. D to D. Team Egan goes. They move it into the offensive zone. A little too fast off sides. That'll take 15 seconds and some change off the clock. We started with a 15-minute running clock period here in the first, to the best of my knowledge, and we will preface a lot of things with that here in the USCHL. We'll stay with 15-minute running periods because in the 7-1 game, it started out at 20, and then it went down to 17 in the second, and then by the time it was 5 or 6 to 1, we went down to, I think, a 15 or a 12-minute third period because why drag that one out?
I had that 12-minute third period in the last game as well, Dylan, which they actually slowed down as that shot goes high. They slowed down once the game got tight and actually did the stopping clock, which is what we are much more accustomed to.
This year has been anything but accustomed for us. Everything's changed. Everything's been flipped on its head. We don't have to tell you that. Mike Bolger fired that one up off the glass over the left-hand shoulder of Eris Papathanasiou. It goes out of play. Faceoff comes outside the Team Egan zone. They try to lead Julian Reese in on that stretch pass. Again, they've split up Julian Reese and Mike Bolger, who played together the most out of anybody except maybe blue line. Cam Mecca on the left wing, Ronan Egan at center, and Owen Thomas on the right side. They played together a ton, but the dynamic duo was Reese and Bolger. Now, they have Barrington into the offensive zone. A shot there, save made, rebound, they punch it home. Team Mecca off to the early 1-0 lead. Follow-up chances in front. Chad Lazine took the original shot And the rebound popped home. Looked like Gerard Burke, his second goal in the USCHL.
Yeah, nice finish there by Gerard Burke, working down in front of the net. And a tough start for Aris Papathanasiou as he made the first save. That rebound popped out in front and right on the stick of Burke, who put that one home.
1-0 lead here for Team Mecca. Joe Bessemer breaks this into the offensive zone for the Gray team. Egan's team tries to punch this one back out towards center. It is held into the blue line and wristed back in there by Ryan Salb. Goes around. Team Egan goes D to D. They punch that one off a skate. It's rolled up the dasher boards, held in and chipped back down low by Robert DeCiccio. Behind Papathanasiou once again. Puck rolls up the near side. Boards held in there and moved back down. They'll try to go D to D one more time. Working things out from behind the Team Egan goal. Now across center red. 12:27 to go here in the first period. They chip this one back in. Turning around to play this one, Seth Thompson. He goes in there where he is met in the corner there. Puck rolls up and out off the dasher board's far side in front of the Team Mecca bench. Back out into the neutral zone. Robert DeCiccio tries to advance this one. Ryan Salb again in front and rolls in on goal. Papathanasiou gets the paddle down and covers the puck with just about 12 to go. 1-0 in favor of Cam Mecca's team.
Yeah, and it's been a slow start for the other team. Team Egan really hasn't had much offensively in their favor here as we move on to 11:50 in period number 1. And on the other end, Team Mecca, a lot of chances, a lot more crisp passes, and they seem like the better team out of the gate to this point.
We await the return of Cam Mecca. I believe he was attending a wedding up in his home state of New York. Looking forward to seeing him. He's one of the few guys we haven't seen back at the rink here. And again, like we talked about last week, it's just good to see everybody's face and make sure they're doing all right, because we haven't seen our friends in quite some time. 11:21 to go. Team Mecca breaks into the zone. Julian Reese, wearing number 9 in white, shoots that one off the left pad at Trip Russell. He kicks it aside. Now Chad Lazine on the breakout pass down the right wing. Gains the zone, knifed off his stick. A nice defensive play by Tyler Oakley. The puck rolls around in the neutral zone. Following on, Tyler Oakley gains the red line. He's going to break down the left wing here. Oakley drops it off top of the circle. Quick shot, high and wide there. Collision in goal. Tyler Oakley runs into Trip Russell. Play is stopped. Shot taken by, it looked like Ronan Egan. 10:46. Trip Russell is all right. Taking a skate, testing things out. The muscles still work for him. He gets a fist bump from Tyler Oakley, an apologetic one at that. And we have a face-off out in neutral territory.
Yeah, accidental play there, but Trip Russell's been fantastic. You heard Nick talk about it last game. He's absolutely fantastic in the last one for Team Hoey. Only let up 2 goals, and one of them was pretty tough to stop. So a good performance in his outing so far here in the USCHL.
Russell 10-1-2 last season in his freshman year for the Gamecocks. Now an opportunity, Team Egan. The captain, Ronan Egan himself, tried to send one across for Julian Reese. It would not go. Now back the other way, Quinn Higgins for Cam Mecca in gray. Behind the goal, that play shut down. Egan breaking this play out himself. He's got Reese streaking with speed down the left wing, and the puck rolled up on him. Julian Reese can't hang on to the breakaway there. 9:46 to go, 1-0 to score. Cam Mecca's team out in front. The gray squad in behind the goal. Bolger tries to pass to himself, and it works. Michael Peake shaking his head a little bit after that one for Team Egan. Bolger patiently out across the red line, serpentining in. 1 man against 5. The odds were not exactly in his favor, though he did get a little farther than most would think. Bolger now turns and heads back to the bench as this puck ricochets off a skate in front. And they'll go D to D back in the Team Mecca zone. Team Egan zone, rather. Wearing white tonight. Mecca's team fires this one back in. And the white squad will go back to work on the breakout. That pass a little too far, so Ryan McGowan comes back for the gray squad. In behind Trip Russell's goal. 8:56 to go first period. Still a 1-0 lead. Turnover right around in front. A shot high and wide there. Great look for Seth Thompson. Now a chance right in front, centered. Couldn't be settled down. Back the other way, whacked off the stick. It'll be Ryan Salb gaining the offensive zone, punched back out. Michael Peake swings this one near side. Centracchio has to watch it go by his feet as it was offsides. Regroup, and Ryan McGowan back out towards center. Shut down by Centracchio off the stick of Jack Ahlstrom. And now the Gray team goes back to work, gains the offensive zone, flips a long shot on goal off the stick of Joe Bessemer into the glove of Aris Papathanassiou. But he'll let this one go on the restart. Julian Reese flying down the left wing. Hair flapping in the breeze. He pulls up and shoots one, punched aside nicely by the blocker hand of Trip Russell. Centering pass on the follow-up opportunity, but it would not go. Far side boards, knifed off the stick of Michael Peake. Racing after it now, Gerard Burke. 1 goal already tonight, his second in the USCHL. And this puck pops up off the noggin there. It'll be settled down by Robert DeCiccio. Left wing for the Gray squad. Pulls up at the hash marks, lets one go. A centering pass about knee high. Couldn't be flagged down or tapped home. Michael Bolger again in the offensive zone. Gerard Burke, right-handed shot. Down low along the goal line. Bolger, a fellow right-handed shot, and boy, does he have a cannon. Pulls up, makes a nice move around Michael Peake. Toe drag towards the blue line. Sends this one across near side Hunter Jackal. Too hot to handle. He fires the puck wide in the middle of the line change. Going to be an opportunity back the way. Dean DeFazio, breakaway for Team Egan, goes to the backhand and tucks it in. Dean DeFazio, a burst of speed off the bench, stretches Trip Russell out, slides it inside the left goal post. We are tied at 1. 7 minutes to go in the first period.
Beautiful play there by DeFazio. Good timing on the line change as the puck rolled right out to him, and he had a 1-on-0 with Trip Russell at the other end. Great play coming in on the right side and finishing on the backhand. Good goal there, and another great opportunity for Team White earlier that just missed. So Team White has turned it on here in the latter half of this first period.
Off the opening draw, Team Mecca got a good offensive opportunity. Gerard Burke fired one high off the shoulder of Papathanassiou. Puck rolls back down the other way into the defensive zone for Team Mecca. Again, wearing gray tonight. Team Egan, their opponents, decked out in white. The USCHL jerseys just arrived a couple of nights ago, featuring the new logo for the house league here at the Plex for the USC players. Shot knocked down off a shin guard. Ronan Egan picks it up for his club in the defensive zone. Serpentining again out through center, tries to split the defense there. It goes off the stick of Gerard Burke. Egan's got a chance, a front backhand shot. Russell's got the puck. It was sitting between his pads. He couldn't track it down. Egan shakes his head and gives the ice a kick. 6 minutes to go here in the first period. We stay tied at 1. And the quality of hockey this week compared to last week has improved tenfold.
Yeah, the guy's starting to turn it on here. That was a tough defensive turnover, but it set up a great chance offensively for Team Egan, and Trip Russell has shut it down. It has been a lot of exciting hockey here for the fall.
Good keep in there at the defensive blue line, offensive blue line for Team Burke. Slides it across. Egan a shot, stopped by Russell. The rebound loose. Russell's on his behind, and the puck picked up finally now by Ryan McGowan. Team Gray back in transition. A saucer pass ends up fluttering on McGowan. Turned over. Michael Peake one-handed breaking into the zone for Team Ronan. Egan a shot. Big glove save by Russell. What a sequence. What a shot. What a save by the glove-handed Trip Russell. We stay tied. 5:10 to go in the first.
And to add to that, what an effort by Mike Peake, single-handedly deking through 3 defenders and working his way onto Trip Russell on net, but Trip Russell staying patient, working all the way to that left post. The right post, and making a great save.
D-to-D pass off the shot by Burke. Knocked down Julian Reese. Tries to tap the rebound home. Goes off the outside of the cage, and it's picked up. Moved back on now through neutral territory. Team Mecca motors ahead. Jacob Thompson usually would wear number 14. He doesn't have a number on the back of his jersey tonight. Throws this one off the outside of Papathanassiou's cage. It pops up in the air, and he'll try to center this one for Ryan McGowan. Would not go. Picked up in relief here by Ryan Saab. Top of the zone. A shot there goes perhaps off the crossbar and ends up in behind Aris Papathanassiou's net. Thrown back in from the point, now down low. Colin Burke for Team Egan, content to chip this one out off the dasher in front of his bench. It rolls down on Trip Russell, and he'll paddle this one aside. Turned over, though. A gimme for Julian Reese. Takes it down low, below the goal line. On his backhand, Reese comes out, tries to stuff it home. Russell was there with the left pad. 4:07 to go in the first period. Goals by Gerard Burke and Dean DeFazio. Team Mecca and Team Egan tied at 1 apiece. Mike Bolger on the breakout pass, bumped back in by Zach Kunkanen. In the defensive zone now for Team Egan off the restart. Jack Ahlstrom motors ahead through center. Throws that one off the skate of Mike Bolger. It bounces back. Now Tyler Oakley has to bounce this one off the boards. Rolls in slowly past Trip Russell's goal to his right side. Near side corner taken by Jack Ahlstrom. Trips over the puck. It rolls free. Now picked up by Ryan Saab. He reverses and goes back near side. Mike Bolger on the breakout for the Gray squad. Out off the skate there. Gerard Burke gains the zone. 1 man against 3. He's forced wide out to the far side. Tries to center for Mike Bolger. It pops up in the air. Now back out at center. Chad Lazine recovers for Gray. D-to-D pass out off the glass in the own zone of Team Gray. Ronan Egan picks that one up easily. Receives the D-to-D pass from Tyler Oakley, though it is intercepted. Gerard Burke forechecking nicely down the right side. He's got a chance. Tries to center for Bolger. Now it's broken up on the pressure here by Tyler Oakley. The defenseman hopping up on the rush here, gets taken down and tries to make a play from his backside. He can't do it. He rolls slowly into the boards as the puck comes free now. Near side, Centracchio point shot easily covered down low and stopped by Trip Russell. 2:46 to go in the first period. We are still tied on the goals by Gerard Burke and Dean DeFazio.
And a lot of action here early on, and the two goal scorers are two of the new names for this squad. Gerard Burke has played a fantastic game to this point, getting it done offensively with the goal, and then a nice forecheck there to win offensive possession. He's been playing great so far.
Offensive zone draw won by Team Mecca. They chip this one back out, but it's thrown back in by Egan's white squad. And in the defensive zone now, Team Mecca tries to go D-to-D. They'll break this puck out. Chad Lazine swinging into the center lane, now back out wide in the neutral zone. That play shut down there and moved back in by Michael Peak. Mike Bolger coming back on the back check. Again, as good as Bolger was offensively, he was one of the Gamecocks' better two-way players just because he could get back into the play quicker than most other players. Inside 2 minutes to go. Breakout pass, shut down. Here's a chance. Dominic Centracchio has it knifed off his stick. Now back the other way comes the Gray squad. Chad Lazine down the right side. Pulls up, moves it into the slot there for Bolger. Two members of the Gray line early last season are reunited. And now Michael Peak off the turnover. Back the other way, shoots one off a shin guard as he gains the offensive zone. It rolls free and on for Chad Lazine on the far side. Cross-ice pass. Hunter Jackal throws that one off the stick of Michael Peak. And it rolls free, can be touched inside the zone, however offside. So we'll have a stoppage in play, a face-off outside the Team Egan zone on the near side of the ice. That right wing face-off dot in the neutral zone. 1:11 left here in the first period.
And I've got to say, we've seen some crisp passing so far, and it's such a difference from last week where we saw a lot of rust on both teams, where some of those passes just didn't connect and there were some defensive mishaps. But so far today, we have seen some great hockey on both ends.
Chance off the draw there. That shot goes high and wide off the stick of Joe Bessemer. Rolls back around too far for Jack Ahlstrom, though it does clear the zone. Now out at center ice. A D-to-D pass is picked up by Hunter Jackal and slapped back across there for Zach Kunkanen. Mix up, though, in the center ice circle. Ronan Egan plays that from his knees nicely over to Jack Ahlstrom on the far side wing. And now we'll have a stoppage in play, perhaps a penalty. And it will be Jacob Thompson headed to the box on a tripping call for Team Mecca.
And we'll see if they can get anything going before this clock runs down. Only 15 left.
Maybe a quick face-off drop here. No one's in any hurry to get to the face-off. 8 seconds, and Ronan Egan rather. Egan for his team. He was fixing his glove. He didn't have enough time, so time expires here in the first period. We will switch ends. The players will take a drink, and I think we will as well. Been talking for quite some time now. 1-1 the score. Gerard Burke and Dean DeFazio have a goal for each of their teams. And Zach and I will be back with the second period in just a few moments. Welcome back after our brief but essential second intermission. Team Egan and Team Mecca tied at 1 here. Team Mecca moving right to left. They are shorthanded to start this period. Dillon Clark now joined by Nick Harvey here on the Capital City Sports Network. And the Team Egan power play goes to work. Colin Burke dishes this one back off to Julian Reese. A quick shot turned aside by Trip Russell from the left wing faceoff circle. Egan recovers the rebound, sends this one up high for DeCiccio. D-to-D pass, Colin Burke, left top of the zone. Lets one go, kicked out by Russell. The rebound, there is none. Russell does the snow angel and hangs on to that puck. Minute and a half to go on the power play for Team Egan and counting.
Yeah, great save there by Trip Russell again, kind of showing his athleticism there, making that big save, trying to keep his team in it.
Offensive zone opportunity again for Team Egan. Ronan himself on this faceoff. He's out there with Colin Burke. Robert DeCiccio at defense. On his left wing, Julian Reese, and on the right side will be Seth Thompson. Feeding Reese in front of one-time shot. He scores. Ronan Egan from below the goal line. Up in the mid-slot area, left wing circle for Julian Reese. A power play goal up over the right shoulder of Trip Russell. It is 2-1 Team Egan.
Yeah, and Russell actually, I think he thought he had it up under his shoulder there, right in the armpit area of his pads. It looked like he'd held on to it. Of course, after the goal goes through, he kind of looked into his pads, looking for holes, obviously. He thought he had it, and now Team Gray, Team Egan, trailing in this game with 13:20 still in the second period.
Ronan Egan gets the assist on that one. Now Tyler Oakley breaks in a backdoor pass just too far past the stick of Joe Bessemer. Mike Bolger takes over for the Gray squad. In the defensive zone, breakout pass, able to be settled down here by Gerard Burke. Makes a backhand pass over to Ryan McGowan just outside the blue line. Doesn't have any options, though. He's stripped of control. Now DeFazio brings it back. Back checking Mike Bolger. Shuts that down, though. In behind his own net, Bolger. Now back in behind the goal on this attempted breakout pass. Looks like Chad Lazine sends this one off the boards again, and McGowan. Now Bolger pulls up because he sees danger, heads back into his end. Now skates across the red line with some confidence. Makes a nice dish there over to Chad Lazine, who dumps it behind his back into the zone. 12.5 to go here. 2-1 the score. Team Egan leads after the power play goal by Julian Reese. And now Michael Peak takes over for Egan's squad wearing the white sweaters. Peak making a couple of moves. He's got some confidence with the puck tonight. You saw a one-handed move earlier. And Ryan McGowan with the puck now for Team Mecca. Across the center red stripe. Easily throws this one in. It's paddled aside by Eris Papathanassiou. D-to-D pass tips off the stick there at Tyler Oakley. Ends up on the near side boards. Now out in the neutral zone. Cam Mecca's team goes D-to-D again. They'll restart. Fires this one in. Cross corner dump, near side. Picked up by Tyler Oakley just inside 12 minutes. Move this one back out towards center. A collision, some players go down. Results in an offensive zone opportunity here for Team White. After the turnover, stolen there by Team Mecca. Move back in. Tyler Oakley to cover the near side corner in his zone. Unable to win that battle. It goes back down below the goal line. Team Mecca takes control. Jacob Thompson, 12 points last season with the Charleston Colonials in the USPHL. Nick had a couple opportunities to watch him play.
Familiar face for me.
Now a stretch pass here. Opportunity. Centracchio sends a man down in the offensive zone. He's being hung all over. Cam Mecca's team touches the puck. And we will have a hold here on the back checker for Team Mecca. Dominic Centracchio played defense for Alan Sirwai's Gamecocks 2 seasons ago. Zach Kunkanen in the penalty box for a hold. He was draped all over Centracchio, who kind of sent a shoulder Kunkanen's way. Good hockey play by Centracchio, and he draws a penalty.
Yeah, great rush there coming the other way. And even better, like you said, to draw the penalty on his way into the offensive zone.
Another power play opportunity here. Colin Burke patrols the blue line here. Sends it down for Julian Reese. He wanted the one-timer, had the stick cocked back. The puck ends up in his skates, so he will rag that idea and move it back down low. Offensive zone, Michael Peak underneath. Julian Reese pinching back down from his spot at the Ovechkin's office, if you will, in that left wing faceoff circle. Puck rolls in on Trip Russell, and he will cover for a faceoff. Shakes the blocker off there, caught a stick there. 9:46 to go, second period.
After seeing that last power play goal from Team White, you know Reese is going to go back to that circle. Like you said, Alexander Ovechkin's office, that is just prime time for a one-timer setup for Team White if they can get it off.
And if there ever was a sniper on the Gamecock team last season, it was Julian Reese. Club record 27 goals, had 19 assists to boot for 46 points. One of the young leaders of this team, now a sophomore. He brings the puck back the other way, one man against three. Down that left wing, taken to the boards nicely there by Robert DeCiccio, though he's got the puck again. Reese into the slot, he scores! Julian Reese explodes off the wall, lunges into the slot, fires that puck low to the stick side on Russell. Another power play goal, 3-1, Team Egan.
Well, you know, Trip Russell, who's already played in one game tonight, he played in the first game. I don't feel that he saw as many quality chances necessarily in that first game, right? So Julian Reese coming out, and now that's his second goal of the game, and just an absolute beauty on the short side there to be Russell.
Julian Reese, as slippery as he is explosive, looked like the defenseman had that play killed over on the far side boards. I glanced down for a second. All of a sudden, Julian Reese had the puck in the slot and fired it home. 3-1, Team Egan leads over Team Mecca. Mecca's Gray squad tries to send the puck back in. Egan counterattacks now. Down the left wing, Dean DeFazio, one of the goal scorers tonight for Team Egan. Goes around the horn, drops it off for Tyler Oakley. They reverse in the right wing circle. Well, the connecting pass would not go. 2-on-1, back the other way for Mecca's team. Down low, a shot, save made by Papathanassiou. Joe Bessemer tried to sail pass. He went shot right into the crest on Papathanassiou's jersey. 7:54 to go in the second period. The score remains 3-2 Mecca.
Well, really a good shot choice there from Joe Bessemer. I mean, absolutely really good IQ, throwing that shot up on the far side, trying to get it up into the net, and a good chance again. But like you said, a big save from Papathanassiou to keep the white team up ahead by 2.
Thank you for checking me there. As soon as I said it, I knew that wasn't right. It is 3-1 the score. Team Egan who leads. It's a little confusing. Now an opportunity fired just wide there. Almost a chance for Team Mecca to get that second goal. Now a shot knocked down by the stick of Tyler Oakley. Glove down on the attempted exit pass. Couldn't be swept up. Now a chance sent wide there by Ryan Salb, the right-handed shooter. Stretch pass intercepted. Bessemer again right in front. Salb, save made by Papathanassiou. The rebound. Turning shot, he scores. Ryan Salb stayed with the play. Papathanassiou was swimming. And now it is 3-2, though Team Egan still leads.
Well, it was bound to happen there. Plenty of offensive zone pressure there from Team Gray there, Team Mecca rather, that you knew they were going to capitalize at some point. You've got Jake Thompson on the ice, as well as Seth Thompson, I believe, was also out. And just a beautiful series of offensive plays for Team Mecca to get themselves back within one here late in the second period.
Couple of big saves by Papathanassiou. Couldn't stay with the play all the way, though. And the turnaround shot there by Salb has a 3-2 hockey game for us. Now Bolger into the offensive zone. He shoots one on the right wing side there. They'll try to stuff it in short side. Papathanassiou seals off the left goal post. Colin Burke punches this one back out to center. And now Egan's team counterattacks. Michael Peak down the left wing. Has the puck. Sends it in front there. Russell. Another save right on. Another strong offensive move. Creativity is flowing tonight for Michael Peak.
Yeah, some great chances for Team Egan. But again, the textbook save from Trip Russell right into the chest. He's seen plenty of those in the first game, or saw plenty of those in the first game, and he's seeing plenty more here now. Some good chances from Team Egan.
Zach put it pretty well in the last game. Michael Peak, one of the guys that showed up on the score sheet more frequently as the season wore on. 3 goals and 6 assists for 9 points for the Gamecocks last season. Scored the first goal of the USCHL just a week ago. Off a center ice turnover, Ronan Egan breaks it back. 3-on-1 for his team. Egan down the right wing, shoots one, save made, rebound, easy put in there. Dominic Centracchio pots the Egan rebound. They lead it 4-2, 5:18 to go in the second.
Yeah, you know, a great awareness there from Ronan Egan. Really, I mean, it was a good shot, but he kind of threw there for the rebound, if you will. And Centracchio right on the back door, an easy tap-in goal for him. And again, Team Egan throwing plenty of offensive pressure against Trip Russell here in the late stages of the second.
No one keeping any official stats, though we do have 2 assists on the board, at least by my count here for Ronan Egan. After the last game, what did we give him? A goal and 3 assists, although after further conversations with Egan, he said he had a second goal. I'm inclined to believe him, but already 4, 5, 6, or 7 points for Ronan Egan through the first 2 games here. There's a reason his team has his name on it. Back the other way, Team Mecca still waiting on the arrival of their captain. Send this one around, though, in the offensive zone. Quickly turned over. They'll try to punch this one back in down low. Joe Bessemer. That'll send Ryan Solomon after it, one of the goal scorers for Team Mecca. And the Gray squad just inside the blue line lets one go. A defensive shot. Shot from the point there, saved by Papathanassiou. Knocking on the doorstep, I believe, was Ryan Solb again. That seems to be his office there, right in on top of the blue paint.
Yeah, some great chances, and you'd love to see the point utilized in any hockey game, really. If you can get some shots from the point guys and get some traffic down in front, you're bound to find a deflection shot that's going to find the back of the net.
Defensive zone faceoff. One here by Team Egan inside 4 minutes. Breakout pass. Knocked down, moved back in. Colin Burke goes to the air on this one. It'll bounce back out towards center, and Zach Kunkanen has some trouble with that. He retreats to his defensive zone. Forechecking Julian Reese punches that off his stick. Kunkanen able to roll this one around the horn in his own zone. Ryan Saul back to play this one. Button hooks in behind Trip Russell's net. Now stretches this one up to Kunkanen. Though it's turned over. Team Egan goes D to D. Their turn now. This puck moved back in towards center ice. Jack Ahlstrom couldn't handle it. Kunkanen throws it back in for Team Mecca. Now it's punched off the boards behind Papathanassiou. Colin Burke takes over and sweeps this puck ahead. Off a skate, now picked up by Julian Reese. Offensive zone goes in on Russell. Undresses, a big save by Russell. He stacks the pads, and he got a skate on it. Now the puck sent out of play off of a point shot. Reese can't believe he scored. Russell denies him of the hat trick, and the clock rolls on inside 3 minutes.
Well, Russell's sprawling to make a save there, and really I don't even know how to word that, really. That was just kind of one of those things, if you will, Dylan, that Trip Russell sprawls out and somehow finds it. It looked like it actually hit the blade of his skate there to keep that puck out of the net.
Bit of an unorthodox save. Russell, if you've been able to watch him in practice, he's ever struggling and kind of wants to mentally reset. He just kind of throws up a 2-pad stack whenever he feels like it. He did that there. And against all odds, it worked out. He got the blade of his skate on Julian Reese's shot. Tells Reese he's going to have to work a little harder if he wants that hat trick. Gerard Burke gains the offensive zone, and it is quickly swept back out. Now a chance down the left side for Michael Pika's shot. Save made by Russell. The rebound loose in front. He sprawls out, doesn't have to make a save. Solid defensive play there by the right-handed shooting Hunter Jackal. Held in at the line, though, by Michael Peak. Down the right side, lets one go. It bounces off a Gray defender. And now rolling out with this one, McGowan. Peak picks his pocket again, holds it in, top of the circles, winds and fires, kicks out by the right pad of Russell. Sent back out a backhanded pitchfork up towards center ice. Tyler Oakley will have to start things again for Team Egan. Down the right wing, no angle, a shot right in front. Looking for the stick of Ronan Egan on the back door. Tries to send one in front for Dom Centracchio. It goes off of his stick. Jackal tried to clear the puck. It hits Centracchio's twig, goes up into the netting. 1 minute to go in the second period, 4-2, Team Egan's lead.
Well, it's constant pressure from Team Egan. I mean, there's chance after chance after chance for these guys, and so much offensive zone time. They're holding the puck well in the zone. A lot of chances and a lot of shots being fired at Trip Russell. He's standing on his head in front of his team right now.
Used to a high shot volume. Made 39 saves in the last regular season or SEC-HC game he played. That 6-5 loss in overtime against Auburn in the first round of the SEC tournament. Again, 39 saves. Russell, no stranger to these high shot volumes, regardless of the situation. Shot from the right wing off the stick of Ryan Salb. Never gets to the net. 22 seconds to go in the second period. Maybe one more opportunity here in this frame. Centering pass, turnaround shot, kicked aside by Papathanassiou. Solid stick save. That puck on the ice from Robert DeCiccio. Final 10. Puck in the skates of the official. Saul pulls it out. Left wing shoots one. Blocked there off the right skate of Tyler Oakley. Clock hits zeros, 4-2 in favor of Team Egan. That's how we will head into the third period here. We'll step aside for a couple of moments, and we will be right back with the start of the third here on the Capital City Sports Network, and it's all presented by SGTV. Welcome back to the Capital City Sports Network. It all comes down to this third period here in the second game of the second week. USCHL. Team Egan leads Team Mecca 4-2. Team Mecca moving left to right. Mike Bolger down the left side into the offensive zone. Tries to feed Gerard Burke. It's scrubbed out, and now Michael Peak has a breakaway back the other way, though it's quickly negated. Solid back checking. He tries to feed Julian Reese. Goes too far for him. Curls the circle. Sends one in front. It goes wide. Off the corner boards, picked back out. Gerard Burke has some trouble with it. He squirts by. Now a 2-on-1 for Team Mecca. Burke down the left wing. He's got Bolger. Burke sends one high. Kind of a rainbow shot. Never catches the net. Ends up in the corner glass. Now Colin Burke for Team Egan has this one in his own zone. Gerard Burke a little shorter than the 6'5" Colin Burke of the other team. A shot by Chad Lezine right into the breadbasket of Papathanasiou. Shaking his head a little bit. May have caught him up a little higher in the midsection. Score stays at 4-2.
Again, some action off the jump. Julian Reese looked like he had a chance at the other end, but that one didn't happen, as now Papathanasiou making a save, and some back and forth action here in this 4-2 game.
Defensive zone draw to the glove hand side of the left-handed catching Papathanasiou. Team Egan wins this one. Jack Alstrom with his helmet strap flapping in the breeze. Number 10 in white pulls up left-handed circle. Left wing circle, I should say. Tries to feed a man in front. Instead, it comes back out to the point. They try to send that one back into the slot. Alstrom couldn't get a tip on it. Swept back around the horn by Ryan McGowan. Chip back out, held into the line. Tip shot in front. Russell kicks it out. Save made. Oh, and the rebound. Flipped up and over. A sprawled out Russell. Dominic Centracchio has his second goal of the game. 5-2, Team Egan.
Yeah, good entry into the zone by Jack Alstrom, who set up that play. Then they kept that puck in the zone. A shot on net out in front, rebounded, another shot, and over goes Russell down to the ice. And the puck just chipped over him. Good job by Centracchio to get enough on it to get it over the sprawled out Russell.
And like Nick said in that second period, Russell played, kind of filled in for Liam Gormley in that first game. So he's a little gassed. He's played more hockey than anybody, except for Michael Peak. He suited up for Team Hoey in place of the absent Joe Collega. There was a confusion with the roster there. We didn't know Collega wasn't going to show up. So Michael Peak, one of the two-game players in this one. His team, Team Egan, leading this one 5-3 after the goal by Dominic Centracchio. Julian Reese and the rest of Team Mecca trail here. They go to work in the offensive zone. Here's a chance shot, kicked out by Papathanasiou. That one off the stick of Zach Kincannon. Rolls into the left-hand corner. Now tipped back out towards center. Kincannon roams on back to scoop this one up for Team Mecca. Miscommunication on the pass. It goes underneath the stick of Jacob Thompson. He couldn't play because he was offsides. So it rolls down for an icing. Inside 12 minutes to play in the third, and the margin has widened, though this remains a very competitive game.
Yeah, we'll see if Team Mecca can get some things going offensively here as they trail by 3. Obviously, not out of the cards. We saw that in the first game as Team Hoey suddenly struck some offense late in this third period. So we'll see if Team Mecca can do the same.
As Ronan Egan gloves that puck down, he feeds Gerard Burke in the offensive zone. Centering pass off the skate of Julian Reese. Ronan Egan tries to hold that one in at center. It'll go back into his own zone. Oakley will have to regroup. A 3-goal deficit in the third period with 11 minutes to go is daunting when the clock doesn't roll. But when you've got 11 minutes and nothing more, it becomes a little more challenging. Julian Reese going to work, centering pass. Nicely turned aside by the stick of Trip Russell. He wouldn't even let it get out into the slot. Now counterattacking Mike Bolger down the right side, tries to center, and in front, a shot goes off a stick. That time, Robert DeCiccio, the trigger man, and on the shot block, looked like Ronan Egan again. 10:45 to go. The clock continues to roll. 5-2, Team Egan.
Good centering pass there and a chance offensively for Team Mecca, but better defense as that poke check sent that one high and didn't even get to Papathanasiou in net.
Bolger, a shot right off the draw, ricocheted off the heel of Egan's stick once again. Held into the blue line, though, on the backhand, DeCiccio. Now at the half boards, DeCiccio with it again, sent back down low, too far for the outstretched stick. And now Team White tries to regroup. It's Egan just inside his own blue line. They'll have to backtrack a little bit here. And a hairy situation developing in the right wing faceoff circle. And absolutely, Team Mecca on the steal. Tries to feed that one into the slot for Chad Lazine. Off the turnover, though. Egan rolls back the other way. 1 man against 2. Egan splits the defense, takes it out wide, and Russell covers that left goal post. Gets the shoulders up, down in his butterfly, and he's able to make the save inside 10 minutes.
Yeah, Robert DeCiccio came off for a line change at an inopportune time there, and it allowed Team Egan to work in. Nice play, splitting the 2 defenders and getting a shot in on Trip Russell, but he made the save, and this game remains 5-2.
Great work by Egan to slice his way on through. Defensive zone draw. 1 here by the gray team. Mind back out, though. Team Egan tries to go to work. They can't do it. Off the turnover, back the other way. It'll be Jacob Thompson rolling down the left wing. He's a left-handed shot. He's got some size and speed. Takes it to the goal line. Tries to tuck it home. Papathanasiou lays out. Puts the stick on the ice and pokes it away. So rolls back in. Michael Peak down. And he beat the icing, but the icing is still called.
Yeah, Trip Russell threw his hand up and I guess confused the referee because Peak was about 3 yards in front of anybody else.
Hybrid icing, non-hybrid icing, there's no two ways about it. Peak beat that icing, so yeah, they'll give him the face-off at center ice. Clock continues to roll inside 9 minutes, and we don't like to make a habit of second-guessing the officials, but Peak beat the icing.
Yeah, it's training camp for the officials as well.
It is what it is. Thompson tries to feed his man in the right wing face-off circle, Ryan Saul. They won't connect on that pass, so the puck punched back in deep to the right wing corner. Colin Burke pinches his man against the boards. Bessemer after it still. Working feverishly, it comes free. Colin Burke swats at it. He gets it to Peak down the right side. Nice cross-ice saucer pass, and Centracchio can skate into it. Centracchio, 2 goals already, pulls up, tries to send one between the wickets of the defender Kincannon. He can't do it. Michael Peak on the loose puck, right wing face-off circle, drifting back out towards the point. Lets this one go. They'll move it back in. Dominic Centracchio, as it comes around the board to the left wing corner, drops it back off. Nice rotation here. Michael Peak off the back of the cage, set up behind the goal, tries to set up Centracchio. Burke from the point, kicked out by Russell. It goes back to the near side face-off circle. Now down into the corner, below the goal line. 2 grays against 1 white. Now a second white joins in Dominic Centracchio. Rolls down to the far side corner. Team Mecca's gray squad can take over across the center red. 3-goal deficit down the left wing. Nice move to get around the man. Tries to shake by and send that one towards the crossbar was Joe Bessemer. He throws it up into the glass. He's got the puck again following his shot. He's going to try to outmuscle Colin Burke in the corner. Right side corner. Puck pulled out. Counterattacking with speed down the left wing into the zone. Now a chance for Team Egan. A shot there off the stick of Dean DeFazio. Goes up and out of play. And we hit 7 minutes here. 5-2. DeFazio and the rest of Team Egan lead.
Yeah, and great chances on both ends as Team Egan has some great passing in the offensive zone, some tight area passing leading to a chance for Colin Burke. as that one didn't go. And then on the other end, Joe Bessemer, a great opportunity for Team Mecca.
Off the defensive zone draw, Team Egan has some trouble on the zone exit. Jack Ahlstrom intercepts at center ice, tries to work it back to his defenseman. They turn it over, and now Ryan McGowan streaking down the left wing. The defenseman hopping up on the rush here for Team Gray. Held in it, gets tangled up in the skates of the official. Now back the other way, DeFazio lead pass, skating into it, Julian Reese down the left wing, sends one across, too far for DeFazio. It crashes into the boards. They circle around, and puck taken now in behind the goal by Hunter Jackal. Sweeps this one around the left wing boards. Waving at it is Chad Lazine. He can't make solid contact with the puck. A tie up in front of his bench. Lazine kicks it free not once but twice. Comes ahead now. Lazine finally able to sweep it back in. At the offensive blue line, it goes back in where it can be taken by Zach Kincannon. Has a bit of a breather. Moves this one out near side off the boards. Julian Reese takes over at center. Inside 6 minutes. Reese down the left wing pulls up and shoots one there off the stick of Hunter Jackal. Another shot from the left wing face-off circle by Julian Reese. This time it's off the rush. This time it doesn't get to the net. And so this time the score remains the same, 5-2 Team Egan.
Yeah, Julian Reese got to showcase his speed earlier on that shift. Absolutely turning on the afterburners, burning both of the defensemen and creating an opportunity for himself. He's an impact player for this team, and you can see why right there.
Reese had the long flowing hair in last season. And he's added a few inches to his locks here since we last saw him in March. I think the longer his hair gets, the faster he can skate, which aerodynamically speaking is a little counterintuitive, but more hair equals more speed for Julian Reese. You heard it here first. Inside 5 minutes, 5-2 Team Egan leads. Colin Burke skating after this one, the defenseman. In the offensive zone here for Team White. Centering pass. Burke tries to feed Peak. He turns around. The puck was knifed off his stick after a solid defensive play by Ryan Salb. Salb and the rest of Team Gray try to break this pass out. Stretch pass, tipped back in by Joe Bessemer. Offensive zone, punched away from him. It'll go all the way back out into the Gray zone. Another stretch pass, too far, into the White zone. Back down to the neutral zone. Now in the offensive zone here for Team Gray. A shot deflected in. Jacob Thompson on the shot. It ricocheted in off the skate of Robert DeCiccio. And it's a 5-3 game. 4 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, unfortunate bounce there from Team White, but a great opportunity. And when you try and get pucks on net, good things happen. That time an awkward bounce just gets by Papathanassiou and cuts this deficit to 2.
Team Gray has life late in the third period. And they'll touch that one off sides. Gerard Burke and Chad Lazine a little over anxious to get into the zone here. Again, 2-goal game with about 4 minutes to go. A little close, a little tough to call. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you don't. But with a rolling clock, now we're already almost to 3.5 minutes left. Jack Ahlstrom's got the puck in the offensive zone for Team Egan, trying to protect their lead. Was 3 goals, now it's just 2. Turnover at the blue line here for Team Egan. Chad Lazine scoops that one up, drops it off as he gains the offensive blue line. Mike Bolger at the left wing hash marks. He's relieved of control. And now they'll try the stretch pass back out towards center. Punched off a stanchion. Robert DeCiccio after that one. Coming on for him, Seth Thompson. Neutral zone turnover. Losing an edge there was Colin McHale. He'll send this one back in. McHale, we believe, is wearing the number 13, usually taken by Cam Mecca. They'll go D to D. Now back at center, this one ricocheted in behind Trip Russell's goal. Seth Thompson for Team Mecca. Inside 3 minutes. Trying to come up with 2 quick goals here. Chad Lazine playing some ping pong with himself as he flips that puck up and shoots it. It's shrugged off by the right shoulder of Papathanassiou. Nice work there by Chad Lazine. Better save by the goaltender wearing white for Team Egan. Michael Peak, loose puck. Escorted back in on the backhand, no icing. Back to play this one, Zach Kincannon.
Curious to see if Papathanassiou will head to the bench anytime soon.
Looking for that extra attacker. Now with speed down the left side, Ryan Salb. Into the offensive zone behind the goal. Salb centering pass in front for Thompson. He couldn't get a handle on it. Nice defensive play by Peak. Going to try to kill as much time as he can there, and then he throws it up into the rafters. You heard that clink. And inside 2 minutes left here in the third period. not as much urgency to get to this face-off circle as you might expect from Team Mecca.
But another opportunity out there. You think if that one goes in, the excitement goes up a little bit, and there would be a lot more, I would say, urgency to take this face-off. But still some time left, a minute 30 here, as Team Mecca takes this offensive zone face-off.
Bouncing puck up high in the offensive zone. Team Egan has a chance now, 2-on-1. Egan down the right side with reset center. Egan to the backhand, drops it off nicely there. Tried to feed Michael Peak, but he couldn't do it. A couple of right-handed shots coming down. And now back the other way, it's Thompson on the counterattack. Left-handed shot down the left wing at the goal line, tries to send it in front. Pops up in the air, thrown out there by the hand of the defenseman. And a hand pass called against Colin Burke. He was standing almost behind his goaltender, Papathanassiou. So an offensive zone face-off coming up for Team Gray inside a minute.
A bit of a pop fly there, and no doubt who's going to win that one. Colin Burke's about a head or two above everybody else.
Yeah, if anybody's suited to catch that puck, it's going to be the 6'5" Burke. Now an exit pass. Julian Reese skates into that one, picks it up nicely in stride, shoots it just wide. Under the glove of Trip Russell, but outside that right goal post. Punched back in by Team Egan. Ryan McGowan tries to set up with 30 seconds to go. They're looking for 2 goals here. Gotta hurry. Ryan Saul back out towards center. Shut down, turned over. Julian Reese into the zone, into the slot. Nice move. Dipsy Doodle between the legs. Tries to tuck it home on the backhand. He can't do it. Trip Russell denies him. Thrown back in. Final 10 seconds. Julian Reese will hug this puck against the boards. 2 goals for him in this one. 2 goals for Dominic Centracchio as Michael Peak picks that one up and shoots it over the head of Trip Russell. To a bit of a shrug from the goaltender wearing gray as the clock hits zeros. Second game of the evening is in the book. Cam Mecca's team takes down, Team Egan takes down Team Mecca by a score of 5-3. We'll hammer those names down for you at some point. Another offensive night for Ronan Egan. He tacks on 2 assists. And Gerard Burke, one of the standout players for Team Gray, captained by Cam Mecca. His second goal in the USCHL.
Yeah, and an exciting game, a lot of offense. We saw some newcomers play well as well. Centracchio, a pair of goals. Julian Reese, not a newcomer, but he's keeping it going. The impact player with a pair of goals tonight, and Dean DeFazio tacked one on as well, and Team Egan keeps rolling.
And with that, Team Egan undefeated on the season, 2-0. And Team Mecca, after their tie with Team Peters, they fall to 0-1-1. That is just about all we've got for you from the Plex tonight. We thank you for joining us, and again, we'd like to apologize for not getting the video out to you. The internet situation here at the Plex just won't be resolved for the next little while here. We understand money is tight all around, so we're able to bring you the audio broadcast, though. We're happy you could join us live, and we look forward to seeing you next Monday night here on the Capital City Sports Network. So for all of us here, for Zach McKinstry and the new guy, Nick Harvey, my name is Dillon Clark. Good night, Carolina, and forever to thee.